Sometimes success becomes a way to protect ourselves from emotional risk. Many people use their career, their achievement, as their identity. It's who they are. So they are a doctor, they are an engineer, a scientist, a professor, a whatever, fill in the blank, right? I am a this, I am a that. It becomes their ego personality. They think of themselves as this person. It's almost just intertwined in the fundamental nature, the building blocks of who they are. And they may then look at others who also have that career, or maybe they went into that career because they admired somebody who did that, but they might be taking qualities and putting them on themselves to be this person, this ego personality. So they actually become their achievement. They become their career as their identity. Why might they do that? Well, it's safe. It works. It protects from rejection. If you're successful in a job, whatever the job is, you're a successful engineer, you're running a department, whatever it is, you have clear, predictable, controllable things, skills that you do, techniques that you use in your job and your career that get results. You do this, you get that. That's different in relationships. Try it. Try to use those things in relationships. No can work. Uh, sort of think about the iceberg analogy. I use this a lot, but the top part above the water is your conscious mind, the logical, rational thinking part of the mind, and that's maybe at best it's like 8%, probably more like 5%, maybe even less than that, and the rest is your unconscious mind beneath the surface. Well, beneath the surface is where everything is stored. That's who you are. That's where you can't help but uh, act out those things that are based upon beliefs and thoughts that you have ingrained in your unconscious mind, usually things you've learned. So if you've just labeled yourself as a this, as you're a doctor or whatever it is, that almost becomes like an emotional armor. What you do and the skills that have brought you to a certain amount of success becomes the armor to protect you from connecting with a sense of vulnerability, your emotions. You just basically shut that out. If we look at emotional risk versus career risk, it's a big difference. Career risk is predictable. You do this and you get this result. It's manageable. Whereas emotional risk, relationship risk, deep, intimate relationship risk seems to be far more personal. It just hits you here, right? It's a little bit like, it's just business, right? It's just the Godfather saying it's just business. It's like that, where you can separate your emotions usually from your career. But when it's a personal thing, when it's your deeper emotions, your vulnerability, it has a far more personal gut, heart pain for many people. And so you avoid it. You build this emotional armor, this professional, possibly career, professional, successful armor. Uh, that's only going to work for so long, but you can maybe see if you were to develop this other side, this emotional side, that getting in touch with your vulnerability, the deeper emotions, and kind of understanding what you actually feel, eventually this vulnerability becomes a kind of protection. It's sort of like you're being protected by being able to be confident in your vulnerability. Does that make sense? Because some people, yes, use success as avoidance. They're sort of unconsciously focusing on achievement, on their career, to avoid vulnerability, which in their unconscious mind, they associate with pain.